Hey guys, LeBird98 here with another Blu-ray update video. This time it's going to be two purchases from Best Buy Canada, or yeah, actually Best Buy Canada, but their online store. And Best Buy had a pretty sweet sale the last little while. Basically, it was pre-order any three movies that they have available for pre-order on their website and get each one for $10 off. So effectively, you were getting a $24.99 movie for $14.99. So yeah, pretty sweet deal, and it's safe to say I made quite a few purchases. I think I was up to around 20 movies by the end of it. Now the sale's done, but yeah, I think that's enough. In a way, I'm kind of glad. So without further ado, let's take a look at two that were sent. The first of two, The Colony, and I don't know if you can see it. There we go. The Colony, starring Lawrence Fishburne, Bill Paxton, and Kevin Zegers? Yeah, Kevin Zegers. We all know who Lawrence Fishburne is and Bill Paxton. Of course, Fishburne was Morpheus on The Matrix, and then Bill Paxton, I mean, he was in Twister, Apollo 13, and of course, he was in Aliens. But Kevin Zegers, after I watched this, he looked familiar, and I couldn't remember where I seen him. Turned out, after going on Internet Movie Database, that he was actually the young mall cop, or the mall security guard, in Dawn of the Dead, the remake by Zack Snyder. And that's pretty cool. I knew he looked familiar, I just couldn't picture what other movie he was in. So, anyway, The Colony, what's it about, and do I recommend it, and so on, and how much should I pay for it? First of all, well, I guess I can tell you the plot. Basically, the government, or the world rather, the government, I guess, decided to dabble a little bit in weather management. Basically, they want to stop the current trend of, which kind of is happening now, where the winter is getting shorter, and there's warm summers and stuff like that, and they developed these towers to control the weather to their liking, basically cooling it down a little bit, to make better crops and so on. Unfortunately, things go wrong. These towers end up overdoing things, ruining the weather, and what ends up happening is Earth is basically turned into a frozen wasteland. And for people to survive, these survivors actually went underground, and they have a few what they call colonies, hence the term The Colony, underground, growing their own food and surviving basically. In the movie, however, basically there's two colonies that are part of this film. There's Colony 7, which is the main colony, and then there's Colony 5. What the story is actually about, basically Colony 5, they haven't heard from for, I think it was a month. So that they're a bit worried, and they decide to finally send 3 people over to check, see what's going on. Long story short, there's more to it. Basically, I don't know if you can really see that. There's like these vampire-like creatures that they're vampire-looking, but they don't act like vampires in the sense that basically these creatures want to eat human flesh, and where vampires, generally speaking, are more like the bloodsucker type. Actually, the creatures in this one look very similar to the ones that were featured in 30 Days of Night. The Josh Hartnett movie. And so what do I think of the movie as a whole? I thought the acting was decent. I mean, you know what to expect from Lawrence Fishburne and Bill Paxton. And I thought Kevin Zegers did pretty good in the show as well. All the actors, for the most part, were decent. I had no complaints about acting. Special effects were actually pretty good considering it's a low-budget film. It just didn't have a theatrical release as far as I'm aware. And so, I mean, for a low-budget film, it looks pretty good. And overall, I mean, it's interesting. The plot's interesting. I do like that it's a post-apocalyptic look. Something that maybe could happen. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I think it's a decent film. Would I pay $20 for it? That's a little, I don't know. But for the $10 that I paid for it, and I did get this for, it was regular $19.99. I got it the $10 off for $9.99. For that price, I definitely check it out. Or if $20 is maybe a little too much, get it on Redbox or Netflix streaming and so on. But if you're a fan of these type of films, these sci-fi films with a hint of horror, yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out. So the next one on the list, before I get to that, I'll show you. In my overview video, I had 2 TV shows. I had the Sarah Connor Chronicles, which is the Terminator series that ran for, I believe, 2 seasons. By the way, I have to get the second season of that. Then there was also The Walking Dead. Now, at the time, I had The Walking Dead Season 1 and Season 2, and I'm going to need a third. Just a little quick update, or rather a look for those who didn't see the overview video. This is the Walking Dead Season 1 that I have. It's the collector's edition that has, basically it folds out, and I just got to fix these here. Oh, there we go. I think that's good. It folds out, and then you have like the 3 discs. It has, it has all 6 episodes and so on. But the reason to get this, if you're a fan of The Walking Dead and extras, is it has a lot of more extras than the regular edition, and also has commentary tracks for all 6 episodes. So that's why I got that. The second season, I wanted to get the Zombie Head edition, or whatever they called it, the collector's edition, limited edition, whatever. But unfortunately, I mean, while it's cool looking, and as a zombie fan I thought it looked freaking awesome, I just don't have really no place to put any of it anywhere here. And to be fair, the only real reason I wanted it was to get the, to get this thing here, like to get the matching digibook, or packaging rather, to match this. But I wasn't too fussed about it and decided to go just simply with the regular edition of Season 2. As far as the content's concerned, the on-disc stuff is identical to the limited edition Zombie Head. And yeah, another unfortunate note, I didn't get the slipcover with this. I got it from Walmart, and I kind of just wanted to see it. I wanted to get it. I kind of regret now, because I like having things fairly uniformed in my collection, so if it has a slipcover for one, I would prefer to have it slipcovers for all. And it's funny, because normally I don't care about slipcovers, but for this, it seems to bother me. I will get this a slipcover at some point. So yeah, so Season 2, and of course, being the completionist that I am, I had to get The Walking Dead Season 3. This is, of course, the season that they spend most of the time in the prison, and then it cuts to the Woodbury portions and stuff. Decent season. Now, as far as, I suppose if I have them all here, we could talk a little bit what I think of Walking Dead thus far. For the most part, I mean, where would I put them in order? For the most part, I would say Season 1 is my favorite. Now, the reason is I find it takes the action-y aspects of Season 3, combines it with the slower pace of, Season 2, and mushes them together to create a well-balanced Season 1. Whereas Season 2, as I just alluded to, and I think I just rhymed there, basically, it's slower paced. I mean, it's all, for the most part, on the farm, people talking. There wasn't a ton of zombies in this, with the exception of the first couple episodes on the highway. But, I mean, there's not a lot of big zombie moments. Maybe the season finale, which was awesome, by the way. And then you have, like, the well zombie. But for the most part, there wasn't a ton of zombies in each episode. So I think a lot of people didn't like that. Didn't like the fact that there wasn't a lot of zombies throughout each episode. But the character development was pretty spot on. I like that aspect of it. Then you have Season 3, which again is more action packed. I mean, the first like 4 or 5 episodes just bang straight on, like, just one after the other. Big stuff happens. Important shit happens. For at least the first 5 episodes, and it just continues on throughout. It slows down a little bit mid-season, but yeah. But overall, I mean, if I had to pick, so again, Season 1 I put as number 1. I think Season 3 I put as number 2, and then Season 2 as number 3. And the biggest reason why I think overall the directions and stuff is better in Season 2. I think, as far as rewatchability is concerned, which one would I pop in to watch as a spare in a moment type of thing, I think season 3 would be the one I would choose over these two. And of course, season 1 is probably the best of the 3 seasons. And get out of here, freaking! I think it's a fly. Stop ruining my video. But yeah, anyway, so that's basically it. So again, just to reiterate. Oh, by the way, I did tell you the price of this. I got this for $39.99. It was $49. Sorry, it was $59.99 regular. They also had a sale for The Walking Dead for $49.99, and due to the $10 off, I got it for $39.99. Another cool thing, a little tidbit, is I got Energizer batteries, a pack of 4-pack of Energizer batteries that came with a Walking Dead as a promotion or something. That was also included in the $39.99. So it's pretty sweet. So basically, I got the Walking Dead and 4-pack of Energizer Max batteries for $39.99. So yeah. So to reiterate, what I got: The Colony, decent sci-fi flick. If you can get it for under $10 or just rent it. And then The Walking Dead Season 3. Another cool little tidbit, and it might annoy people who do not like defects or printing errors and so on. This will only really affect you if you can speak French, but I'm going to show you anyway. You're going to know something. Again, this is Season 3. And I'm going to see if it'll come up here. Let's see if it'll zoom there. So it says that the complete 3rd season in English, which is correct. However, in the bottom, it has deuxième right here. Deuxième, which in French is 2nd season. So and all of these discs have that problem. So it wasn't just like one disc. So there's definitely an error in printing. But again, if you can't speak French, you probably wouldn't even know anyway. And that's basically it. So again, I got The Colony and The Walking Dead Season 3. And until next time, until the next Blu-ray update video, this is LeBurn98 signing out. See you guys. Bye.